Rob Zombie's Munsters movie has a new image out of Jorge Garcia. Let's take a look. Rob Zombie's The Munsters. First look at Jorge Garcia as Hunchback assistant Floop. Now there he is, guys. If you don't recognize this guy, he's from Lost, and there he's got Hunchback. It's very dark. He's got his hand on a body. I guess Rob Zombie put this out on his Instagram. And you can see that he's doing some kind of an autopsy or something in there. You will recognize this big guy. He's from Lost and Hawaii Five-0 or something like that. I'm not going to go too much into that. The cast, for this Munsters movie is rounding out with familiar favorites of Rob Zombie's. His regular tropes, Richard Brake, and of course his wife there, Dan Roebuck is the uncle, and Jeff Daniels is Herman or whatever. Who else is in this? There's like butler guy or something. See, you can see that the tone of this is going to be dark, so it's not going to be a kid-friendly show. It's going to be that kind of Rob Zombie. There's a gypsy of some kind there, but there's the regular cast. We've seen these images before. The thing I want to talk about here in this article from Bloody Disgusting is it gives us a little bit more insight as to when it's going to possibly be released on. It's possibly going to be released on Peacock as an exclusive. The last bit has not yet been confirmed. Richard Brake is going to be in this. He's become a staple of Rob Zombie. 31, 3 from Hell. He's going to be playing Dr. Henry Augustus Wolfgang. I just wish that somebody needs to really marshal in his dialogue, because he just goes on these long rants and it just becomes cumbersome and it becomes cliche. He thinks that is his style, but it's just it gets me triggered sometimes. Okay, and then of course we saw that gypsy there, Zoya Krupp, and it just sort of looks like it's in his wheelhouse. That kind of fair ride kind of freak show vibe that he always has. That's what he wants to make his flavor. That he says, oh, that scared me as a kid, so guys, it's going to scare you too. But I don't know, actually. I don't know if I'm all that excited for this anymore. The images, what do you guys think? The Munsters, Rob Zombie's Munsters. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. Guys, you're watching Mirror Domain's Movie News Horror Weekly Show, and here on the show, it's live, so you guys can always participate in the live chat. We go through a lot of the topics that came out throughout the week about horror movie news. Of course, we just started with the first story. Now, the Firestarter trailer came out this week. Men from Alex Garland, a new horror thriller called Men, is out, and we'll talk about that trailer. Black Demon is a megalodon movie, a big shark movie. There's a new image out with Josh Lucas, so we'll take a look at that. Eddie Izzard is going to be Dr. Jekyll. Do you know who Eddie Izzard is? Chucky comes to Blu-ray in April. We'll talk about that. And there's a trailer called The Seed for Shutter that looks kind of... we'll talk about that. And then there's various other horror trailers that came out this week that we'll talk about. And finally, there's a clip from the Cursed movie that's coming out called Autopsy, that if you are a horror fan and you want to see this kind of stuff, guys, this really looks gruesome. And that's the way that the show will round out today. For this weekend show that started off with such a bang. It's terrible. You have to apologize. I have to apologize, guys. I'm usually well prepared. I feel like if I rehearse it, then I fumble. I just need to come out and do it. But do it, and we do it live. Okay, guys. Let's just continue on. If you're watching in the live stream, please forgive me. But if you're returning and you're just seeing a show like this for the first time, guys, it's a weekly show. And I hope you can come join us every Saturday, 12 p.m. and talk about some horror movie news. Firestarter trailer came out this week, guys. I did a trailer reaction for it. It's up on the channel right now. The popularity is going up. I really like this trailer, guys. It has Zac Efron in it. And the girl that plays... the young girl, Ryan Kira Armstrong, plays Charlie. She does a fantastic job in this trailer. Now, as we know that this was a remake, and it comes from a Stephen King book. And the synopsis briefly reads, a young girl tries to understand how she mysteriously gained the power to set things on fire with her mind. And then the trailer goes into look at how she's dealing with that. And her father tries to help her out. Her father tries to, mentor her in trying to develop the power. And that's cool. Now, if you're a fan of the book, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Now, I'm not going to play the trailer here because I already did my trailer reaction. But just the images of her unleashing her powers looked absolutely phenomenal. And it looks like she lays waste to a number of people that come to try to take her away or hold her accountable. And then they go out into the woods and she kills a bird. But she looks like it's got shades of that Brightburn movie where her father says, never use your powers to hurt good people. But she says something along the lines like, but it feels so good to use my powers. And so it's going to have that little bit of tragedy to it. I guess I haven't seen the Drew Barrymore version, and I need to. I need to go back and watch that movie because I like the premise of this younger person getting these powers, and the trailer looked phenomenal. I'll give you my link up in the cards above for this show of my trailer reaction to it. But guys, it looked really good, and I suggest that you go over and check that out because it's slated to come out this May, and May 13th. It's going to be on VOD. It's going to be on the streaming service there. So I'm still going to check it out because the trailer looked phenomenal. The trailer looked great. Does it say here? Yeah, Peacock, May 13th. And I like the poster. The poster, I don't know if this is an official poster or if this is just a mock-up. It is what it is, guys. Okay, another big trailer that came out this week. Actually, we can lead with this. Men came out this week. Ex Machina director Alex Garland, he also did Annihilation, and this is the poster for it. I did a trailer reaction for this too. It's very creepy. We'll take a look at some of the images too. Now, some things that have to be brought up that were brought to my attention after I did my trailer reaction is, okay, look at the poster and look at the walls of the cave. They're very scaly, and they look, I think they're supposed to look like a snake, okay? There's something weird going on in the trailer too with ghosts or whatever's happening. We'll take a look at the synopsis here, but I just want to point out some of the things in this poster. And if you just gloss over this poster, you lose some of the artistry behind it because there's a skull in this poster. If you can't see it, I can't really. Oh, yeah, maybe I can. On both sides of her, you can see darkened shapes that are the eyes. And then if you scroll down into the reflections of the water, you can see things that resemble teeth. It's creepy, man. It's an effective poster. It looks like it's just, what is that? Whatever. If you just gloss over it, it's just, some of these nuances get lost. And that's the kind of details that Alex Garland puts into his movies, if you ever saw Ex Machina and Annihilation. So let's go on and take a look at what the synopsis reads here for this movie. And yeah, there's the poster right there. As I told you, there's the teeth, there's the eyes, and you can see it here clearly much better when it's panned out. That is like the top of a skull. So there's something weird going on here. A young woman goes on a solo vacation to the English countryside after the death of her ex-husband. Yes, that was brought to my attention too. Ex-husband. So it's expected in May 20th, 2022. It's in post-production right now. I hope it comes out in theaters because it looks wild. It has Jessie Buckley in it, who's just got nominated for an Oscar. But when you look at the trailer, guys, the trailer looks phenomenal. Let's pull up some of the images from that trailer and just take a look at. Okay, so yeah, there's the big. Maybe I'll go big here for this. It just starts with her walking up to this ominous cave. She's out walking alone, And it's we've all seen caves like that, like go under a big underpass or whatever, and she just stares into it, and she makes this weird noise, ha, and that is like a theme that throughout the trailer, and it helps build up what's going on, and it's just laced with weird imagery, and there's people standing there at one moment, and the next moment they're not standing there, and she's like, what the heck's going on here? And it's just got that creepy vibe to it. Guys, watch my trailer reaction for it, because it gave me the willies. In one moment she's looking at shadows, and then somebody steps out, and it's just got that eeriness to it, that effective eeriness to it. That's it's got a little bit of a jump scare there too. So is that her ex-husband trying to haunt her? She eventually goes into the cave in the trailer, and then there's a guy standing at the end of it, and then the guy starts running towards her, and that's like the climax of the trailer. And I gotta tell you, it was very, very effective in the way that it did it. Yeah, check out the trailer for Men, guys. It was totally worth seeing. Yeah. All right, let's continue on with talking about some more horror movie news, about something that I'm looking forward to. I like big shark movies. Now, we know that from last week, we saw that Meg 2 is coming along the way with Jason Statham, but there's another big shark movie coming out with Josh Lucas called The Black Demon, and this is our first look. Now, we don't get to see the shark or anything, but it looks like there's some kind of storm going on, but you'll recognize Josh Lucas when you see him. He's recognizable. And that's our first image, guys. It's a Megalodon horror movie. The latest plot details are a bit more vague, but based on a Mexican legend, while on a trip to Baja, an oil man finds himself and his family stranded on a rig where the sins of his past put him, and he holds dear in the crossbars of a sinister force. Now, the Black Demon, guys, if you ever watch Shark Week, you'll see sometimes they'll put on a little thing about the Black Demon, and all it is like this big black thing in the water that looks like a serpent or something. And if you haven't seen those images, go check out the story, because there is a little bit of mythos behind what the Black Demon is. They think that it was like the Megalodon, but I think it was I don't know, maybe a school of smaller fish or something, but it's big. And the Black Demon, that whole mythology, they're trying to breathe life into that. I hope it looks good. I hope it looks good, because I do like a big shark movie. And definitely, if more details come out on this, and I'll keep my eye on it. So, guys, what do you think? Megalodon, Josh Lucas, the Black Demon. Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. Eddie Izzard. Do you know who Eddie Izzard is? He's going to be playing Nina Jekyll. What the heck is this, guys? Dr. Jekyll, Eddie Izzard to play Nina Jekyll in new Robert Louis Stevenson adaptation. I don't know. Guys, gender fluid comedian actor Eddie Izzard prefers the pronouns she and her in her personal life. Okay. But it's going to be playing the reclusive Nina Jekyll, finding friendship with her newly hired help Rob. They must work together to prevent Hyde from destroying her life. So it's a take on the Jekyll and Hyde story, but it's Nina Jekyll instead. It's not the male version of the Jekyll. They don't have any footage of this, but they're excited to get this project underway. I'm thrilled that Eddie is joining us as Nina Jekyll, with her being the extraordinary and versatile actress she is, playing against Scott's natural talent to make us believe in the good in people. I can't wait to bring the suspenseful take on the iconic classic to life. Okay. Interesting. We'll have to keep our eye on that to see what's going on. That was 5 days ago. Huh. Chucky! Guys, did you like the first season of Chucky? It's coming to Blu-ray in April. Are you gonna buy that? I never saw Chucky because it wasn't on a service here in Canada. Or maybe it was for a little bit, but Canada does weird things where we'll only get like one episode of it, or 2 or 3, and then they'll cut us off, and then we have to pay for the service. I hate when they do that. But I'm not going to read you the synopsis. It's just a little bit of news of Chucky Season 1, and we get to see a little bit of the artwork here. If you are interested in that, yeah, Brad Dourif was back, so I'll eventually, hopefully, get around to it. Jennifer Tilly is in it as well. Okay, Tiffany must be in it. The Legacy of Chucky. Okay, so there's some featurettes and stuff on there. Guys, if you are a fan of Chucky, let me know. And does it excite you? Are you going to buy Chucky on Blu-ray? And what was your favorite Chucky movie? Was it The Seed of Chucky? No. Okay. There's a movie coming out on Shudder, and it's called The Seed. And this came to my attention. It's a movie that's, when we look at the trailer and stuff, I'll pull up some images of it. It's got that kind of very low budget grindhouse flair to it. I'll read you the synopsis here. That reads, what starts out as girls' weekend away in the Mojave Desert becomes a tale of horror, death, and alien invasion. Alien invasion? Really? I'll show you when the trailer gets going, what that means. The cast, no big, huge names. Lucy Martin, Chelsea Edge, Sophie Vavasseur. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. But guys, here, let's just take a look at the trailer. I'm not going to watch it, obviously, because copyright reasons. But it starts off like it's in a normal place. Let me go to the YouTube big and pull that up to some images. It's on Shudder, guys. So it's going to be on Shudder, and if you have that service, you'll be able to check this movie out. But it's got that kind of campiness to it. Oh, they see something fall from the sky. Something falls into the pool. Something weird comes out of it. This is what I mean. It's got that schlockiness, that grindhouse kind of lower budget kind of thing. And what is this thing? Alien invasion. What does that mean? Well, apparently this thing of some sort, whatever it is, goes inside of her, and she's going to give birth to it. These girls look like they're having fun in the roles, at least. They're trying to expand themselves as actresses. Ooh, yes. Guys, if you haven't seen this trailer, I totally recommend it, because it comes off, it plays out much better when you watch it than just looking at these clips and there's the seed or whatever the heck came out of her, or something weird has come out of her. Yeah, it's just got that vibe to it, and it's got a little bit of horror in there too. The seed. Guys, let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. Are you going to check it out on Shudder? I just wanted to bring it to your attention because of the images, and I do kind of like, and I do appreciate actually the lower budget stuff that comes out, and people are trying to make it work, even though you got a limited budget, and it just looks good. Or at least in my books. But anyway, guys, a number of various other trailers came out this week, and let's take a look at that. No remakes, no sequels, 10 brand new original horror movies releasing this week on various platforms. This comes to us from Bloody Disgusting. Okay. Just a bunch of, again, lower budget stuff, but we're going to talk about it because we need to, we're talking about horror movie stuff here. Okay, so first up is Student Body, and this looks like it's a throwback to Prom Night, a little bit of Happy Death Day, that kind of teenage schlock that happens with a slasher in the high school, but it's got Kevin Smith's daughter in it, and you can see her right there, Harley Quinn Smith. So it's a vehicle for her, I would imagine. But it's got that high school flair to it. All the kids are friends and stuff, and then all of a sudden they break into the school at night. It's very typical stuff. I don't know what the heck's going on here. But then, of course, there's a slasher comes in and brutally takes them out one for one, like one by one, and they've got a ridiculous mask. Student Body. Guys, I'm not going to do a trailer reaction to that one. You know what? If you're familiar with those types of films, you know exactly what you're going to get. Shout. I don't know what the heck that is. A love story here. This trailer, a love story. It looks like there's like a vampire virus of some kind, and this family tries to adopt a young girl or something, and they're worried that she's got the virus, and then they get infected or something like that. I sort of watched it. It looked like it had some appeal to it, like the daughter turns into a vampire herself. I just that one looked interesting a little bit. It caught my eye just a little bit. But there's a bunch of these trailers on here. Okay, Alone with You, official trailer. This one more looks like it's going to be, I don't know if it's like a seance or a ghost movie. She tries to contact the dead. Alone with You. As a young woman painstakingly prepares as a romantic homecoming for her girlfriend, with their apartment begins to feel more like a tomb. So, yeah, there's going into seances and stuff, trying to invoke spirits. It's got a little bit of that found footage vibe, but it's shot like a normal movie. It's her basically going crazy in her own apartment. Does she see things or doesn't she see things? Things are distorted. It's got a little bit of eeriness to it, I would say. Alone with You. What's next? Exorcist Vengeance. Do you like a good demonic possession movie? Exorcist Vengeance is coming out on Tuesday with Charles Bronson lookalike Robert Bonzi. Okay. Are we going to see him in the trailer? I just pulled up a few images from it. I tried to set some of these things forward so that we don't get ads. I'm not going to watch these trailers, guys, because of Oh yeah. There's the Charles Bronson lookalike. He's going to be playing the priest. Oh my God. This is why I love horror genre, because you don't know what to expect, and they can have fun with it. They can have fun with this kind of stuff, as long as you don't take it too seriously. Alter Ego. There's a trailer out for that. I never looked at this one. I wouldn't call Kimmy a horror movie, though. It's got Zoe Kravitz in it. She's going to be in the Batman. From Soderbergh. Right there, you should know. Steven Soderbergh would not do a horror movie. But it's just kind of like, it's about apps. She creates this app that talks to you like Siri or whatever, and it's spying on her, and there's this shadow organization that's trying to control everybody. We've seen this kind of stuff before, but it's Zoe Kravitz. If you're a Zoe Kravitz fan, check it out. Check out the trailer. It's worthwhile. Ooh, I can't quite show that image for Shapeless. It's a little bit provocative. We're doing a horror movie show. We're talking about being too provocative. Whatever, guys. There she is, in all her glory. Yes. Next up, Shapeless, VOD. Samantha Aldana, directed an indie film. Okay, so there's a Kelly Murtaugh. I'm guessing. Shapeless follows a struggling singer in New Orleans who is trapped in the hidden underworld of an eating disorder, and the eating disorder is being presented as some kind of a demon here. And if that kind of take interests you, it's in New Orleans. She's a singer. She's trying to get her career off the ground, and her body's rejecting herself. All the Moons. This one caught my eye. This one looked interesting because the cinematography, the production design there looks interesting. But it's I think this one is more like it's like a cult movie. right? But it's a period piece as well. Yeah, it's like, and it's a foreign language film too, because it's got subtitles. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's a little bit maybe like The Witch. There's like an outcast, and people are worried if they're going to infect themselves by having this one person around or something like that. All the Moons, north of Spain. So it's a Spanish movie. Little girl is rescued from an orphanage by a mysterious woman after it's being destroyed by a bomb. Wounded and close to death, the girl believes the woman is an angel coming to take her to heaven. Soon, however, she discovers that this strange being has given her the gift of eternal life by turning her into a vampire. Oh, so it's another vampire one. Okay. All the Moons. Huh. Interesting. Actually, that does sound a little bit interesting. It's a Shudder original. Might have to take a look for that one. Ooh, what's this? That looks a little bit creepy, eh? There's my Canadian accent for you. Those Who Walk Away. What's this? What's this about? A haunted, local haunted house, the home of Rot Creep, a sinister creature that rots your body with one touch. So is that Rot Creep behind him right there? No, I never set up this trailer because it didn't interest me. But
what you've been through, it's not that different from what I've been.
Who's that? I like that. Rot Creep. I'm gonna have to take a look at this cast. I don't know who this actress is. So I guess they go into this house, and Rot Creep is in there, and they're going to get brutally killed by Rot Creep, whatever the heck that monster is. Because I guess if it touches you, then you're done. I'm gonna have to look up that cast though, because I want to look at who that girl was. Scarlett Sperduto. Is that who I'm looking at? Okay, give me the IMDb, guys. No IMDb? Am I missing it here? Well, maybe she's not that well. Oh, yeah, right at the top. Jeez. Let's take a look at her Instagram as well. Okay, Scarlett Sperduto. Those Who Walk Away. Both coming out this year. She's in Float. She did a TV series, Strive, Oasis. So she has done work. A lot of work. Looks like she's done a lot of work when she was younger, too. Wow. From 2004, she was... she's been in the industry a little while. She just hasn't broken through yet. Let's just take a look at her face a little bit more so we can see if there's anything here that pops out. This looks like a normal girl's Instagram page. But that trailer, For Those Who Walk Away, I caught my eye, guys. So it's a couple that goes into this house and they get brutally murdered. So that's her right there. All right, and then finally, I think this is the last one, guys. It has to be. There's just so many trailers that came out. Emmanuel Shrieky's in this one. Something called Cosmic Dawn. And I feel like we're losing momentum in the show here. Yeah, that has to be the last one. Okay, yeah. We'll talk about that one as last one. Cosmic Dawn, it looks like there's some kind of extraterrestrial encounter as a child. And does she see it or doesn't she? It's got some creepy imagery in there with mirrors and other versions of her looking back at her. It looks like it's a cult movie that worships some kind of space entity. It's got shades of that Archive 81 kind of thing. It's coming out February 11th. Those are some of the movies that are coming out for horror this week and this month here. There is something that I want to look at here. There's a clip out for The Curse. Now, I think a couple weeks back, we looked at the trailer online. I didn't cut the trailer reaction out. Maybe I will later on today and post it. But it's a period piece, sort of in the vein of that The Witch movie, but it has werewolves in it. or what people believe are werewolves. They think that they are. It's weird. It's the synopsis reads: in rural 19th century France, a mysterious, possibly supernatural menace threatens a small village. John McBride, a pathologist, comes to town to investigate the danger and exorcise some kind of demons in the process. So the cast, Kelly Riley, you'll recognize her face. Boyd Holbrook, he was in The Predators, I think. They're smaller cast, but check out the trailer. It's worth taking a look at. But there's a scene from it that came out today that I just want to kind of end off the show with. It's brutal. I can't play you it. I'll show you an image of it here. How brutal it is. It's called the autopsy scene, and just looking at this image, it's like this girl crawls through this body, and like the makeup effects and this the prosthetics and the stuff that they were doing took me by surprise. Guys, I just looking at it, it's just okay. I wasn't expecting that. We never saw anything like that in the trailer for The Cursed. So go check out the trailer for The Cursed, because if it's going to give us this kind of imagery, I'm on board. I'm going to check out this movie called The Cursed, because not vampires, but werewolves and people doing weird things. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Okay, that's taking too long to load up. So it's just it looks like it's shot fairly well. The cinematography looks like it's capturing that freakiness like that. There's something in the grass that runs up to her, and now we know that it's got that autopsy scene in it. The Cursed, it's a movie that was supposed to come out last year, and man, is it or isn't it werewolves? It's just got that creepy vibe to it, guys. The Cursed. Yeah, I'll cut out my trailer reaction for that, and I'll put it out later today, because it just it caught my eye, and that's just the way that horror movie news has rounded out this week. If I missed something, guys, let me know in the comments below. It's a weekly show. I know that a lot of people are doing stuff on the weekend, so I don't tend to do a whole lot of stuff on the weekend. I want to take time off for myself. If the time works for you, let me know. If it doesn't, maybe we'll move it to later in the day, or I'll pre-record it and then put it as a premiere. And that way I don't have any floundering flubs that I had like in the beginning. But guys, that's the way that it's been in the realm of horror movie news this week. I hope you enjoyed this kind of a show. If you are interested in this stuff, but not into the movie trailers and other movie news stuff, this is part of a playlist. And just save the playlist, and you'll be able to follow all of this stuff on a weekly basis. And I hope you guys can come along and join in the live chat, because I'll talk horror movie stuff till the cows come home. I love the horror genre, and I hope that kind of vibe is infectious to you all. All right, guys, I'll see you next week for Horror Movie News Weekly on Mirror Domains.